Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to Cardi Made It. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to make a Mother's Day shirt basically. So Mother's Day is about 2 weeks away and I just wanted to, show y'all how to make it. I think it was viral last year or the year before, I'm not sure. It's real easy to make, real cute, and it's a gift that a mother would love and she can wear it over and over again if she wants. So yeah, here's what you will need. A shirt, of course. Get my vine out the way. So you get a shirt of her size. My mother's an extra large, so I got a white shirt. If she has a favorite color, she's never expressed to me her favorite color because I don't know my mama's favorite color. And that kind of makes me sad. Like, I don't know my mama's favorite color. She's never just, because I know my favorite color is pink all day long. Everybody knows this. And I just don't know her favorite color. So I have an extra large shirt. And since I don't know her favorite color, I'm just going to use the colors that I have the most of extra vinyl. So this is heat transfer vinyl. This is Caesar brand. I love to use Caesar brand. I have orange. I had made something with orange on it, and I bought a bunch of orange. So I have a bunch of orange left over, and then I have this navy blue. I don't think this is navy. This is blue. Not sure what kind of blue this is. So yeah, I'm gonna use 2 colors. And I have this ruler. And of course you need your Cricut and your computer. I have a heat press. You don't need a heat press. You can do this with an iron. So let's get into it. Oh wait, what I always forget to tell y'all, you need parchment paper. Just a little sheet. Ain't nothing pretty about this. You just need a sheet of parchment paper. So yeah, I always forget that. So now let's get into it. So in order to make this design, you will need 2 fonts. The first font is Times New Roman. It's real basic. It comes with my computer, so it's not something I had to download. So I'm guessing it comes with most computers. Every computer that I've had, it's come with that computer. So yeah, the first font is Times New Roman. Now the second font, you'll have to download, and you would have to go to dafont.com to download it. So dafont.com. I have already made several videos, so I'm not going to go into detail on how to download fonts successfully. You can just check out my description box. I got a bunch. I got quite a few. So once you're on dafont.com, go to your search box and type in I love glitter. And once you do that, these are your search results. Of these 2, pick the first one. It says MF I love glitter. So just to show you what we're gonna do, click on that. I already have it downloaded on my computer, so I don't have to do all that. But yeah, click on I love glitter, and that way you can see what your fonts will look like when typed out. I'm gonna use all lowercase letters, and I'm actually gonna use some special characters. So I'm either gonna use this horizontal bar right here so that I can have an open heart, or I'll use this vertical bar so that I can have a closed heart. And so I'm also going to use these open and closed brackets to have my little squigglies on the ends of my names. So yeah, those are the 2 fonts that you need. So let's go to Design Space. Once you are in Design Space, we will go to New Project. And first thing you're gonna do is click on text so that you can add text. So click inside the text box. We're gonna type in capital M-O-M. So you have your mom. Go up to font and type in Times New Roman. And then boom, that's your Times New Roman. So before I do anything, I'm gonna play around with the sizing to see what size I want for my shirt. I have an extra large shirt, so I want to do somewhere between 10 and 10 and a half for my font. So I type in 10.5 as my width, and I'm actually going to bring my letters closer So I think I want like a -1. That's good for me. Also, under style, make it bold because I like thicker. You don't have to do this like I do it, but I want it thick for some reason. I like it thick. Let's see. You know what? -1.1 does not look bad to me either. So all this does is help me make it a little taller where it doesn't look so, you know, distorted. So I'm actually gonna make it a little taller. All right, so this is what I ended up with, a 10.5 by 3.2. I'm okay with this. I'm gonna actually change this to the color orange because that's what I'm using in real life and I like to visualize. So the next thing you're gonna do is add your text and type in your names of your mother or whoever the mom's is. Type in the children's name. I'm gonna put my brother's name first because he was born first. But otherwise my name would go first. So his name is, and we're gonna do that lowercase. Move this down a little bit. So yeah, that's his name. And then my name is Carmen. So go to your font and find I Love Glitter. Alright, so this is what comes up. So the next thing you're gonna do is click in between the names, and I'm gonna decide if I want to open up closed heart. So if I do the vertical, that's the closed heart, and then if I do the horizontal, that's the open heart. I think I want to do the closed heart. Yeah, I'm okay with the closed heart. And then go in the front of the first name, do the open square bracket, and then go to the end of the other name and do the closed square bracket so you can have your little squigglies on the end. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is that you will have to weld this, but look at what happens when you weld it. So select it and weld it. Your eaves are gonna close up, so just pay attention to that. We don't want that. So I'm gonna undo, and I'm gonna actually zoom in so that I can show you. Once you click on the name, ungroup it, and move you see this tail right here? It's too close to the hole in the E, which makes the system want to weld it in, to fill it in. So what you're gonna do is move the U over just a tad and move this M over just a tad. So zoom back out for y'all. And I just long drag to select stuff, so I'm just gonna long drag over the names and then weld them again. And as you can see, your E's don't fill in. So that's just a nice little tip. When you're welding your cursive letters, make sure the tails of the letters before aren't too close to the inside of the next letter so it won't try to fill it in. So this is all one piece and this is all one piece. The next thing I want to do, I'm going to bring this, make sure this is forward, put it on top. And what I'm going to do is select everything, go to align and center. And I'm centering it. All right, so after you play around with the size that you want and the placement that you want, what you're gonna do next is select your names and duplicate that design, and then just move the duplication down to the bottom, and then select this again and you're actually gonna slice. So once you slice it, it now has cut the 2 names out of the word mom. Just move mom out of the way. And then long drag select this and delete it because you don't need it. You don't need it one bit. Okay, and then make your names, bring those to the front. And then as you can see, it fits in perfectly. And now I'm gonna do one more step, and that's to establish. My mama became a mother in 1983. Yeah, my brother's 9 years older than me. And I'm gonna do that in Times New Roman. I kind of liked it better in the I Love Glitter font, huh? Let's see. I'm happy with it. All right, so I decided to add, when my mother became a mother, she became a mother in 1983. That's my brother's birth year, not mine. Not mine at all. So what I'm gonna do is just weld this and make sure that nothing fills in. So my next step would be to go cut. But what I like to do is just make sure that this is where it's supposed to be. Just one little final check. So I centered that. I'm going to select my name that's in blue, and I'm also going to select my year that's in blue. And I'm going to group those together, and I'm going to attach that because I want it to stay right where it's at. And that's just something I do. Some people cut stuff out separately. If I have things that are the same color, I typically try to keep them in the same area. So let's go to make it and get to cutting, y'all. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is load my mat. Don't mind my mat. My mat is dirty. I know my mat is dirty. I'm actually gonna cut me a strip of this vinyl. All right, so to load my mat up, I just cut me a strip of vinyl. This is about 4 or 5 inches in height because that's how tall my design is. Make sure you put this on here, shine it side down. Then we're gonna load it up. And we're gonna cut. So yeah, that cut out real quick. So unload it. I'm just gonna take this off and load your other strip. Usually while I cut one design out, I'll be weeding. Usually when I cut one design out, I'll weed out what I've already cut already, but I guess I just was lollygagging today. So I love this. So that's a good way where you can kind of, you know, multitask and save your time. If you have multiple designs that you have to cut, while you're cutting one, you could be weeding the other. So that's a nice little tip. Okay, so weeding is real easy for me because I like to use my little pen. I'm gonna show y'all something. Y'all see this? So that just means a piece weeded off that wasn't supposed to, probably. You see that? That little outline right there? It's so small, it does not bother me. Okay, so I just finished weeding out my design. Just be aware when you're working with small pieces, you might lose some. And you have to decide, is this worth going crazy over? I decided not to go crazy today because the small pieces that I lost should not should not affect the integrity of my design. I'm just chatting. But yeah, I did lose a couple of small pieces and that's okay. I'm not gonna dwell on that because it still looks nice. So what I'm actually about to do, what I should have done a long time ago, is turn my heat press on. So if you're using your iron or your easy press, definitely, it's anything that has to kind of take a little time to heat up, definitely go ahead and probably plug that in and turn it on when you start cutting. Save yourself some time. I'm all out of place today because I'm filming. Okay, so here I am at my heat press. Don't mind my lights flickering. I don't have a breaker box in my office yet. I'll be getting one soon though. So that heat press is heated up. It's on 315 degrees Fahrenheit. Just gonna lay my shirt down. This is where I use a ruler for the most part. You don't have to use a ruler. It just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable to use my ruler. So my shirt, I just place my shirt down. I just use my ruler to see if it's very close to being, you know, on there midway. That's good enough for me. So the very first thing I do is press it down for a couple seconds. Like 5 or so. Get the wrinkles out. Then I use a card because I like to place my design about 3 inches down. So I place my card down and it's like 3 inches down. And I use that as like a guide. Next thing I'm gonna do is place long down. Wherever you see comfortable. And I also use my ruler to kind of center my design as well. So from the edge, this is about 3 inches, and then from this edge, it's about 3 inches. So to me, this is centered. Please ignore any outside noises that you hear. So once you have your design centered and where you want it to be, you will take your parchment paper and put it on top of that design and you press it. So I just press this down for a few seconds. I don't do the whole 15 seconds. Okay, and then I take my other design and put it right where it's supposed to be. Which should be easy because you have it all cut out. So once you have it placed where you want it, then you'll press it for real. Okay. And then once that's done, everything is a hot peel. So you just peel it on off. So here's what the final design looks like. It's not too big, it is not too small. It's just a little small for me, but it is perfect for people who like average designs. I would like for it to be a little bit bigger so that there'd be a learning experience. But it's okay for my mama. She don't like stuff all big like that across her chest. Now, if you have a problem with these little lines, then you don't have to slice this out. You could just layer it. But I wanted to slice it and I'm okay with this. Let me see. This is the result of slicing. It's never gonna be perfect because once you heat the vinyl up, it shrinks. So if the little white showing in between the orange and the blue, if that bothers you, then just skip the slicing step and just layer it, and you might like that better. But that's only if that bothers you. Yeah, so that is my tutorial. Please give me a like, a share, subscribe, comment, what have you. Got any questions, please feel free to ask. I try to answer as I see them. And thanks so much for watching.